And even at a point, I'm like, is he like masturbating right now? Is he? Like, I can't imagine. And I can't imagine I'm the only one who did this. There's no way.
Chemical X.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Chemical X podcast. We have some wine with us today because we're almost at season 4. I can't believe it. Can you?
Well, I don't know why we're still doing this. I'm going to be
Honestly, I don't know either, but cheers to not knowing where we're going in life.
100%.
My name's Alessia, also known as Alediandra, and I'm here with my flower girl.
What's up, guys? I'm Veronica, not known as anything else except Veronica, but you can find me on Instagram at vrossi. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, especially we're going to be releasing our season 4 soon. So I think it's time. Like, if you've been listening and you haven't subscribed, like, come on. Like, it's time now.
Yeah.
Log into your fucking account. I know a lot of you don't want to make a YouTube account. Log into your account and fucking subscribe. Okay?
Yeah.
A little bit of bullying today.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of bullying.
We haven't done it in a while, so it only makes sense that
100%.
we start again.
And everything goes wrong when we're drinking wine on a podcast. So here we go.
I feel like if you see us drinking wine on a podcast, you probably want to watch because it's like, who knows what we're going to say.
After everybody broke up with their boyfriends on the last episode, we owe them something. We need to give them a little bit of entertainment.
Yes.
A little bit like it.
Am I a loser if I say we don't wine when there's wine?
Yes.
We absolutely wine when there's wine.
I wine all the time. In both ways. So I confessed in the past that I had a fear of accidentally putting diesel in my car. And then everybody said, Veronica, you're a fucking idiot because it's impossible because the thing doesn't fit in a regular gas car. And I didn't know that. And that's why I have you guys here. But I have another confession to make today. And pretty much, all of the world has been very upset over the gas prices. Very, very mad that they're hitting new highs, new records. And I'm going to be honest, never in my whole entire life have I ever looked at a gas price. Never in my whole life. I have never looked at the prices and said, you know what, I'm going to drive 2 kilometers more to the other gas station.
Well, can I just say something? I don't understand what it means.
Well, it's just, first of all, why are we still doing point of a dollar, point of a cent? Like, round up, bitch. Round up. We're at fucking $2 a liter. Round up. We don't need the point of a cent anymore.
So you want to pay more?
No, but I don't. What's this 0.8 of a cent?
I don't even know like what it means. Like, I know because when I'm used to putting it, it's like a certain number, and I'm like, oh, it's high because it's higher. But like, ask me what that even means when you're pumping gas.
But I promise you, there has never been a time in my life that gas, like the price of gas, was a decision maker, like was a factor in my decision making. Like, never once have I been like, you know what, gas is high, I'm not gonna go. No, I'm gonna fucking go. I'm gonna pump my gas. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna put the same $30 every time. And it gets me what it gets me. Yes. It doesn't matter how expensive it is. It doesn't matter what car I have. I went from a Volkswagen where $30 was filling up my tank to a BMW from 1996 that I have to put premium gas. And let me tell you, $30 does not get me far. But I'm still pumping that 30, never going over a 30.
Yes.
And I might be standing there less long. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. I don't like standing at the gas pump long. So
premium
it's a bit bittersweet. It's a bit bittersweet when the gas goes up because I'm like, wow, this is shorter than usual. I like this. I don't mind this.
When you're there the next day, how does that feel?
100%.
Yeah.
But like the people who complain about gas, like, I need to know, you're not gonna go. Like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna go to your destination. You're gonna say gas is too high today. Like, I'm not gonna go. And like my biggest thing, like, I can't be friends if you do this, by the way.
Guys, Veronica's really talking from somebody who works remote. It's nice, eh?
Yeah.
You have to go to Starbucks once a year. It's nice. When you're a sales rep like me.
I believe you, but what are you going to do? What, are you not going to put gas?
Yeah.
You have no choice.
No, I know.
You have no choice.
I know.
But
I never once looked to be like, oh, if I drive a kilometer more, it's going to be this decimal. Maybe if I understood it, I would. Maybe. But I don't.
But my like top tier, like, we're not friends if you do this. If you drive all the way to Costco to wait in line for 45 minutes to put gas because it's like 4 cents less, I promise you, like, I don't have time for people like that in my life. Like, it's not going to be me. It's never going to be me. I would rather bike to where I need to go than drive to Costco to get gas at 4 cents
and wait for 45 minutes.
100%. I'll take a scooter. I'll actually walk.
You know what? In that 45 minutes, you could have made more money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in that for like your
But the
time is
question
money,
is,
baby.
Veronica-
Time is money.
Isn't that why we're broke?
You know what? Very good point. This is a problem with our generation. It's that I don't look at the price tag. If I want it, I want it. If I need to go somewhere, I'm putting the gas, baby. Like I said, I put the same $30. Does not matter. And I borrowed my sister's car one time, and she has like a really nice, like, you know, but I'm like, whatever. She goes, I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to fill up your tank, because she gave it to me, it was full. I borrowed it for a week. I didn't go very far. That shit went down, okay? So I was like, okay, let me fill it up. I put in $50, and I was like, I'm gonna put in 50, but
To be nice.
I was afraid that I was actually gonna overfill it, because like I don't know, so, like putting gas in somebody else's car is fucking hard. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, what's the, like, I know my car. I know what I could do with my car. And let me tell you, it's never full. My car has never seen a full gas tank in its fucking life.
Honestly, same.
My car is crying for a drop. My car's always at the lines, like 0 kilometers. I'm like, it'll start. But my sister lends me her car. So I go, I put $50. I get back in the car. It went up literally, guys, not even a quarter. And I was like, I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry. And what did I do? If you think I was going to get back out and re-put and pump more, definitely not. I said, Ty, I didn't realize how expensive your car is. There's missing a little gas in there. Sorry, I couldn't give you what you gave me, but
okay, just kick him out.
put him in the bathroom.
We're having a little bit of technical difficulties because we have a little chihuahua with us today. And I guess it all makes sense. If you have to babysit your fucking sister's dog for one more episode while we have, to film, and it's distracting, then next time please put 30 like what you put in your car.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, why the fuck did I even put a cent?
You
I should have
should.
ran that shit out.
You know what they charge to
clean.
babysit a dog? More than $50.
I'll tell you that. And I know why, because the headache comes with it. The no sleep comes with it. But
Yes. Veronica, we have wine. We have no topics, but
we have no gas either. Let me tell you that. I was just driving today, and my gas.
Veronica,
like,
what do you want to name this topic? Gas?
Gas. My gas light is always on, by the way, always on. Like, it's never actually not on, because it comes when there's 60 kilometers left in my car. So just so you know, all the car guys listening, oh, that's so bad for your car. I don't give a fuck.
You do not give a fuck because your car is, like you said at the beginning, 1996.
It's actually not 1996, and I really love my car, but
Okay.
I don't give a fuck to keep it full,
Yeah, you made that clear.
But my shit is, my gas light is always on. So I actually don't notice when, like, I'm driving on 0. And today I'm driving all around the world, running all my errands. When I by the way, drove by 6 gas stations, I finally take a glimpse at my meter when I finally get home. That shit was on negative. Let me tell you, I was like, "Ooh, I didn't even know."
The
how I got
scariest
here.
thing in the world is when you don't check your gas and you're just like kind of just like singing along to music. I've said this on the podcast before. I'm running out of gas while you're singing away.
You know what? All the bad shit happens when you're singing. Wait, I always get speeding tickets when I'm jamming to my favorite song, because you don't know what you're doing. The wind's blowing through your hair. Your favorite jam is on. I also got into a car accident singing to a song as well. Like, I'm not gonna sing to songs anymore. You know what? Fuck the radio. No more music.
So, are we done with gas and cars?
I think we're good with gas, guys. We're all good. You're good with your gas. Everybody, we all agree that we're not going to Costco and waiting 45 minutes in line.
Perfect. So, Veronica, you know what? You made it very hard to transition.
Yep.
Your problem, you fix it. I'll wait.
Well, I have another little thing I'll throw in here.
Okay,
for you.
perfect.
I always talk really good about the company that I work for. Shout out Alessia. It was Employee Appreciation Day, so they sent us all some very generous gift cards for, our
Women's
sex shop.
Day. For Women's Day.
It was actually Employee Appreciation Day.
Oh.
So they sent us all a generous gift card, and I was like, that's so nice. Let me put through my order. And, I'm picking what I want, but now I'm realizing, like, I'm making an online order for the company I work for.
Yes.
Like, what happens when they start seeing...
Which is sex toys.
Triple dildo swing. They're going, sorry? Like, they're going, wait, Veronica Rossi, you mean the girl that works at the company?
Your company exposes you.
No, it's insane.
They just expose you every part of your life.
If
you edit videos,
happens, they're just gonna go. You want to see your order from December 2022? Yeah, when you ordered 6 nipple twisters, a spiked bat, fire and ice.
At that point, no matter what you want to order, you just do the basic.
I'm going for the best sellers just to say I'm supporting the company.
Yeah,
I had to go within the 3 best sellers to say,
we really know you want the swing, but you're not gonna order the swing.
You can't order this on company. On what am I gonna say? Yeah, my boss bought me this. My boss bought me the sex swing. I can't do that. And then I'm like, well what do I do? Do I change my name?
What gift is not like, my boss bought me this?
I mean, none of the gifts. That's what I realized. I'm like, unless I purchase a t-shirt, and even then they're going, oh, you bought the no bra one, so you don't like wearing a bra. Okay.
You can never
work from home, so it's fine. But I was like, should I change my name? Then I'm like, it's actually more embarrassing if I put a different name and they see the address matches to me. Like, you know what?
Shut
they
up.
see it's my email. You know what? I said,
you edit porn all day. They already know what you like because you're choosing the best scenes. I promise you, this is the least of their concerns.
Guys, I'm leaving
Take
this
the
company
sex
naked.
swing. They don't care.
100%. And then I'm like, who in the company sees this order? Like, I don't even know which person saw it. So now I don't know who to be awkward with.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who's going to pull up with a joke. Like, how did you like the Twister 400? Like, yeah, it was great. Good time. No, it's for decoration.
And what'd your boyfriend think? Did he like it? Yeah, he loved it. He wanted to say thank you, by the way. I don't know if you guys got his message, but he wanted to thank you so much.
It's very hard working for, like, first of all, a company like that, but also like a new, like a very young company. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate. When you work in a young atmosphere where like the bosses are young, everyone's young, it's very hard to know the limits of what you're allowed to do.
Like what's friendly and then what's like appropriate.
Yeah, like what's a perfect example. Like, we're going to the club. Like, are we getting batshit wasted and all making out? Like, what's happening here? Like, or like, can we make jokes and I roast your appearance? Or is that like, we're like, oh, we just crossed the line. Like, now I just got a suspension for 2 weeks. You know, like, where's the line?
Very, very weird line.
It's a very weird thing. Luckily for me, there's actually no line at all because we send, sex tapes in the group chat. So
you're exposed. So, I mean, everybody knows this about me. I'm such a FaceTime girl. Like, I love being on FaceTime. If I'm going to call you, my friends will never answer, but it'll always be FaceTime.
Well, when Alessia texts you, you always need to be like, am I ready for a FaceTime? If you're not ready for a FaceTime, don't reply to that text. Because I'm telling you, the second you say, hey, you're getting...
Why is that so true?
No, you know how many times I purposely don't answer your text because I'm like, I know this girl's FaceTime me immediately after. And I don't have that time for you right now. So no, I'm not going to answer your text. Because if you answer the text, then it's like, why didn't you answer the FaceTime?
Oh, if you answer, then I'm looking at my phone. I know that you're right next to your phone. You can't even make a lie up. I know you're choosing to ignore me.
100%.
So I normally, anyone I'm talking to, I FaceTime, whether it's a guy I'm talking to who's not in the same city as me, whether it's a friend, anyone. I kind of like that. Like, even if I'm talking to someone and I don't answer their text, I'll just like shoot a FaceTime. Like, I'm very like spontaneous.
Oh my God, I'm scared of you.
Yeah, but then when people do it to me, it's like, absolutely not. Don't you know I just came out of the shower? I'm not ready for this. So I was talking to this guy. Every time I say that, I just want to laugh.
Jimmy.
Right. I was talking to Jimmy, my boy Jimmy. And
big old Jimmy.
And I had just finished like doing a whole interview. Actually, this whole story it's all in the same day.
Okay.
So maybe I should start with the other story.
No, definitely start with this story.
Okay, yeah. So I have a full glam on, okay? I did a whole interview, which I'll tell you about in a second. A whole, Zoom interview. And now I'm like, I just want to shower. So I shower, remove I had a full glam on, okay, guys? We all know that shit takes time. Mm-hmm. And I take my shower, and then the guy I'm talking to just so happens to FaceTime me. I'm like, God damn it, man. You can FaceTime me when I was literally looking like a star. Now I'm that girl who just came out of the shower. Now I'm like, shit, I gotta answer this FaceTime.
Mm-hmm. You gotta show like you're fresh, you're confident.
I have to show that, like, look, you normally see me all glammed up, but
here's me, here's the real me.
Here's the real me.
What happens when he said, hey, can you pass me to Alessia? Oh, I didn't know you had a sister. Can you pass me to Alessia, please?
Hey, which friend of this is yours?
Sorry, wrong number. I think I accidentally mixed up the numbers. So sorry about that.
So I still was like, okay, like I'm doing the whole like no makeup look, wet, trying to be sexy with the white towel. I still put on a little bit of lip liner, I'm not gonna lie, and I still brushed through my eyebrows and did a little bit of concealer, but nonetheless, that was still what
That was a long ring of FaceTime. You had all time to do all this. Interesting.
that I didn't answer the FaceTime, and I'm like, I'll just FaceTime him back in 2 minutes to just be like, sorry, I got out of the shower.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I was like, sorry, I got out of the shower. So I did a little, brush of eyebrows, a little bit of concealer.
Natural beauty.
Yes, and a little bit of lip liner, but not the normal lip liner. I do like a more nude, stenciled, like very natural. And I answer the FaceTime, and I'm in a, like, I'm just like, my hair is wavy and just like, what you think you look like Kim K, but like you don't. But like I'm using the ring light. I'm trying to be as sexy as I can for somebody 100%. With no makeup.
For sure.
And also this person is gonna see me with no makeup because we're gonna be on a trip together. So I don't want to lie too much either. You
gotta let him in easy.
It's like, listen, if you're gonna book me to come see you, then I want you to know that this is the canvas we're really working with from the beginning. I don't want no surprises, even though it's still a surprise because I have all that shit still on. So we're on FaceTime and I'm just like with my towel and we're just chatting and he's like, wow, you look so good. Like, I was like, yeah, sorry, just came out of the shower. And then he's like, what's that on your towel? And I look down and I'm like, oh, like it's foundation. I'm like, that's so embarrassing. I'm like, oh, it's foundation.
You're like, that's a natural beauty.
Yeah. Literally, I was like, oh, like no, I said something like, oh, it's makeup. And then he was like, no, I'm talking about like the corner right, like down there. And sometimes you forget when you're on FaceTime, what you see of yourself is not the full version, not the blown up version of what somebody's seeing. So I try and play it off. I actually was, I didn't know. And then he's like, no, to the bottom right. I looked down and, guys, I had my period. So do you know how embarrassing that was?
Okay, wait, full period stain on
full
the towel.
Period stain on my towel, trying to be sexy on FaceTime with a guy I'm going and see.
What was your excuse? Yeah, I just killed someone. Don't worry about it.
Actually, I was like freaking out. Like I was like, oh my, and it's not somebody like I was super comfortable with that I was like, whoa, I was so embarrassed and I couldn't blame it on the makeup at that point. It's like, I already crossed myself by saying there's makeup here, there's period stain here. Is going,
actually, is there a shit stain on the back?
No shit stain on the back that I know of. But at this point, anything's possible. And it's just like, that's what I mean. Like I rushed out of the shower. I was like, let me just put a towel. And I was like blinded by I don't know what.
I think I would have just blocked him after that.
Absolutely. So I look. And like when you look and you see and you're like, just give me just give me a sec. Let me think of something.
Bad connection.
Let me call you back. Bad connection. Turn the FaceTime back on. Yeah, I have an answer for you. I was literally just like, so I don't know if you know, but there's this thing that every girl gets after 30 days. I don't know if you've ever experienced it. I don't know if you had a girlfriend, but it's called a period.
Okay, so you tried to manipulate him. So he should feel embarrassed. He should feel embarrassed for asking. Okay, gaslight, girl boss.
Straight up.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And he was like,
he put you on the spot. He could have ignored.
He put me on this, and he was like, you know what? I've never heard of it. It's so interesting. I'm learning so much with you. Like, played along with it,
Perfect.
But yeah, and then later on, when his friend passed by and his friend was there, he was like, can I tell her the story? Can I tell him the story? I'm just like, yeah, no problem. Losing connection once again. How embarrassing.
Is he joking? At least say the story after we hang up.
Yeah, no.
That's
anyway.
the type of story that you see in like remember those J14 magazines and you used to read like the embarrassing stories, call them? Mm-hmm. That's 100% a story that would be in there. I mean, it could have been worse.
It's
Still
fine.
Embarrassing though.
Still embarrassing. I think, even if it was somebody I was dating, it's still fucking embarrassing.
100%.
Whatever.
Well, I've said this story in the past, but I recently told it to my mom and she was crying laughing. So I'll say it again for all our new listeners who made it to season 3, one time me and my boyfriend took like a bath while we were super hungover and I got out of the bath early. I was like, fuck this, too hot for me, I'm going to bed. He ends up at some point getting out of the bath, comes in the bed, whatever. We take a nap. It's like 3 hours later, and I wake up and like the bed is wet, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking like, and my first instinct is like, you didn't dry yourself before you came in the bed. Like, why is it wet? You know? And then he lifts the covers and he sees like there's blood all over like the bottom, like the waist area of the bed. Okay, there's all kinds of blood on the bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's like, babe, what the fuck? You got your period all over the bed? And I'm like, excuse me, like, sir, like, no, I actually didn't. And then we're like, wait, quick to blame, eh, guys? Quick to blame us, you know? So then I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm like, hey, wait, did I get my period? Like, what's going on? Turns around, guys. He has a huge cut on his back because when he got out of the bath, he had scraped himself on the faucet. And I don't know that he decided not to look, not to check that he had an open fucking wound on his back. Came to bed, bled all over the sheets, woke up and blamed me and said, what, you got your period? What's going on here? No, bitch. You're bleeding out of your back. You're bleeding out of the pussy you just cut through on your back.
Then blame. I feel like when it's blood, suddenly we always get blamed.
It's people see blood on like a chair, on anything, and it's like, you got your period. It's like, bitch, no, what do I look like, a faucet?
Like we're always being blamed. Anyway, so that was fucking embarrassing. But that same day, I had an interview because this like bathing suit company was like, it was just like I got an email and it was like a job opportunity, and I was like applying at this point. But I was like, very weird that they found me because I didn't apply for this position, and it just seemed like everything I wanted, remote,
manifested.
I manifested, yeah. Okay. And it was just like a bathing suit company, and I would just have to do things for them. Like just the job requirements just seemed very like perfect.
Okay, so
but whenever something is too perfect, you know what I learned? Too good to be true. So I do a FaceTime with them, and he's like, so we're basically gonna want you to like model certain bathing suits and like take videos and like edit them of just like you in a bikini, and they want to put it on like their website, and they just want like content and social media posts. So I was like, okay, fine. He's like, but the one thing we just need to make sure is that your body is the proper requirements for the bathing suits. And, you know, a lot of people on Instagram and stuff will edit. So we just really got to make sure that your body is exactly what Instagram is saying it is. So I was like, okay. And it was already like interesting, you know. So and I'm on FaceTime with a guy. Like, no girls in there, just a guy. And I was like,
it's a Zoom call.
It's a Zoom call. Right. There's a few other people we're interviewing, and we just need to make sure that your body is, you know, what Instagram is saying it is. And I can tell you right now, it's not. But not a problem. I will do that Zoom call. I need you in 2 bikinis, one being a 1-piece and one being a 2-piece. And he just needs to see like what bikini. He just needs to see like my body type, and like if my boobs are gonna be like ish too big for the bikinis to model them. Whatever. Okay.
All sounding sense.
At this point, I want to believe in this so much because I want this that I'm like, okay, I'll do the fucking Zoom. You know? And it's really hard because how do you know if a company is technically credible? Because when I looked at the company, I obviously did my research and I went on Instagram and I checked out the company, and then I just so happened to see that my best friend is following that company. So I messaged her. I'm like, hey, do you know of this company? And she's like, yeah, I order bathing suits from them all the time. They're amazing. They're great quality. So I'm like, okay, this is no scam.
Yeah.
This is good. Perfect. So I do the Zoom call the next day, and it's a bit like, okay, let's do the Zoom. I have my 2 bikinis.
I'm tits out.
I'm ready to sell my body, I guess, for nothing. Like,
for free.
And I'm like, it's probably going to be another girl on the, you know, Zoom or whatever. And no, it's the same guy it was yesterday. It was the same motherfucking guy. And I'm just there like, I guess I'm going to do it through the mirror. And I'm putting it on, and he's just like analyzing and staring. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right.
So I'm gonna need you to see your hands. Actually, can you lift your hands above the screen?
No. Like Veronica, actually, I'm like, we always say that when people get in this situation, like, you're so dumb, how didn't you realize? And then suddenly I'm that girl in that situation. But now I'm like, okay, like, whatever, it's just a bikini video. I post this shit all the time. It's fine. So I'm doing a video, and I'm doing literally a 360, like, this is my body. Like, take it or leave it.
Am I good enough or not?
It's very degrading, honestly. Yeah. And then I put on the one piece. And then he's like, okay. He's asking me like what the brand is of bikini. And I'm just like, I have people in my DMs literally praising me to do this for money. And now like, I'm doing this for free and I'm trying to get like a job out of this. Like, I don't know. Something's fishy here. So now I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe it's still, we want to believe. Maybe it's still okay. Maybe this guy is legit. Mm-hmm. Now, I put on my second bikini and like Veronica, I'm still on. I'm just throwing my phone down there, hiding it, changing, and going back in the mirror like, this is me part 2.
No,
this is my sexy body. And then I put it on and then he goes, okay, perfect. Do you have a white bikini? Now I'm like, whoa, you said 2 bikinis. Yeah. You said one piece and 1 2-piece. I'm very confused now. And then I'm like, yeah, I have a white bikini. Not gonna lie, I do. So I throw my phone back on the bed, put on the third bikini. I'm selling my body.
You're on Pornhub.
I'm on Pornhub and I don't even realize.
Well, I'll let you know if I see you.
And you know what? They have clothing hauls on Pornhub. So that's essentially what I did for free. And that video call was probably all recorded.
100%.
And then he goes, so are your boobs real?
No.
I'm like, yes, for real.
At this point, what are you going to say? I'm not comfortable with this conversation.
No. Yeah, literally.
Like, you're naked.
I'm literally naked in the middle of a magazine. What do you want me to do? And then he's like, just my 2 last concerns are, because we might want to send you a white bikini. Are your nipples brown? So how many times is it that we can say a girl's actually drinking wine while her man's getting ready? Never. Because it's always women getting ready. It's always women that are taking time. But that rare time where we're just drinking wine and chilling, what should men be doing?
They should be using Manscaped. Especially when they just released their new collection. How nice are these bottles? Right now I'm holding the body wash and the shampoo and conditioner. And then we also have the spray body hydrator. And there's just so many things that they added. And if, you want to go for the real good stuff, we're talking the Lawnmower 4.0 to get rid of that bush so that we could drink the whole bottle while we're waiting. Mm-hmm. We're happy. Do what you need to do in there. Do what you need to do. But use Manscaped.
Yes, guys. And with our discount code that we have for you, Chemical X, at checkout, you'll be able to receive 20% off anything on the website and free shipping so that you can finally give your girl the time she needs and the experience she wants.
And when you're getting really, really, really ready, you're probably going to be putting on a nice fresh suit. And hopefully, if you're smart, it's tailor-made, Italian-made, and perfectly fitting you. Because we don't want a guy that's floating in his suit because they're floating in life.
I don't want a guy already. If he's floating in a suit, your chances are just
out the door.
Negative.
Guys, Isotti is an Italian-based, bespoke-made suit brand, and they do tailor-made suits. So you put in all your measurements, you get a perfectly tailored to you suit, and it's just quality, and it's something that you shouldn't miss out on.
Guys, with our discount code ChemicalX at checkout, you'll receive 20% off your man's first suit.
Okay. No. If you answer the question, I'm leaving the building.
Now I'm like, no. No. I really felt very small. I'm going to be honest. I felt really small. Now I'm like being attitudey. What do you mean? He's like, well, it's because if we want to send you a white bikini, we just want to make sure, like, are your nipples very dark? I said, well, don't send me a white bikini then. Yeah, now I'm starting to answer back. I'm like, you just fucking...
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, and just like last question, like, do they sag?
No. No.
I'm like, I think I just want a normal job, like customer service or something.
Guys, the influencer life is not for everyone.
It's not for me. It's not for me. And I'm like, I literally caught it between, like, I know now it's like I would have told him off because I was more like, now I'm more heated about it. But in the middle, I was like, well, no, my boobs don't really sag. Like, I mean, I did a whole episode explaining how
You're just getting attacked for your boobs. Last week it was the girl on Instagram.
it's insane. So I'm like, no, they don't sag. He's like, well, like, meaning like, how are we gonna know? And I'm literally like, well, I'm not showing you my tits. I literally said that. I was like, I'm not showing you my boobs. Like, I swear to God, they don't sag. Like, even if they did, like, fuck you.
But I'm so confused.
And I mean, natural boobs are not like literally perky fake tits. Like, they're gonna sag a little.
So,
but here I am trying to get the job so much. Nope, they don't sag at all.
No, they're actually up to my ears.
It's insane. I'm too embarrassed to even say what I did.
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I want to go home. I'm not gonna lie. This is assault.
This is bad.
Yeah.
I know we're laughing about it.
No, it's actually bad.
But like when my mom asked me after, she's like, so what happened with the interview? I don't want to talk about it.
I want to go to therapy.
I want to go to therapy. I don't want to talk to anyone about it. I'm embarrassed. I literally just like to show him that my boobs didn't sag.
I don't want to know.
Veronica, I didn't take off my bikini. I just like because I was wearing like a triangle bikini. I just like lifted from underneath to just put it.
You can make it seem how you want. You showed him your tits?
I did not show my tits, but I lifted my bikini just a little bit up to show that like it's not the underneath support. Like this is what it is. Like I'm showing like the underneath boob. So that's how I showed that it wasn't saggy. I left one still in the cush and the other one.
I mean,
anyway, I don't even want to talk about it. I said my story. Let's move on.
Open your OnlyFans. You have nothing left to lose.
I honestly.
But how did this phone call end? Like, thank you. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'll let you know March 3rd. Apparently my boob sagged too much.
Kate, this is fucked up though.
It's actually fucked up. And the reason
I'm fucked up. Like, did you report him? Did you like.
No.
Well, he's going to do this to other girls.
I understand that. But like. My question is, how do you know if it's legit? Like he has the whole director of blah blah blah, his name, the company, like it all looks legit. And the first interview was 100% normal. And like my friend who's buying bathing suits off them, like, yeah, I fucking believe it. No?
Well, now I wonder if he even works for the company or he's just pretending.
No, I honestly starting to think he doesn't work for the company.
Right.
And now it's like we always say like, haha, I would never be scammed. But here I am. Naked in the middle of a magazine.
Naked on Zoom.
Naked on Zoom.
For free, actually.
For free. I'm going to be honest, it didn't feel good.
Not great.
It didn't feel good.
Are you going to cry?
I'm not going to cry. I woke up at 7 a.m. to do this thing. I put on a full glam and was literally...
Were you trying to jack off at 7 a.m.? What the fuck? Go to sleep.
It wasn't 7 a.m. He was in Dubai. It was a guy from Dubai. It's all sounding a little more sketch. Anyway, I'm not really happy about how that Zoom went.
I think he's happy. I think he got what he wanted.
And even at a point, I'm like, is he like masturbating right now? Like, is he? Like, I can't imagine. And I can't imagine I'm the only one who did this. There's no way.
Say what you need to say.
What?
I said say what you need to say to make yourself feel better.
Anyway, so yeah, so just guys, like, but I don't even know how to make sure something is credible.
Always make sure that the company email is like, it's not at gmail.com. Like, make sure it's like at arden.com or something like that, you know? You're like, I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, I almost want to go check right now. Should I check right now?
Well, we know, but that's fucked up.
We know it's scammed.
That's
but like,
fucking insane. I can't believe that happened.
I can't believe that happened to me, and I was literally naked for a guy in Dubai, and here I am thinking, you know,
but it's just
it would never be me, and now I'm doing it for free.
It's the way things like that just escalate. Like, you're just at that point, it's like, okay, well, I'll show you my titty.
Veronica, it's gmail.com.
It's fine.
I feel very, very stupid.
You know what's the best part about all this is that You got that email. You said, I've been manifesting this job.
Mm-hmm.
This has been coming for me.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing left to say. Like,
I have nothing else to say to that. You know what? I don't even have a story to make you feel better. I didn't know.
How many minutes are we in? Can we shut this? Like,
but
honestly,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm laughing, but that's actually fucked up.
no, it's so fucked up, and I really didn't feel. I didn't feel good. I felt very small when I hung up because, you know, you always kind of feel it and sense it. And I guess my quote for today is like, if you feel something is off from the beginning, it probably is. And I mean, the first interview was kind of like normal, but there was a couple of weird things he said that I maybe should have picked up on. Right. And I think like I'm really... I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I could be fucking sometimes I'm so on the dot, like I'm nothing goes past me, and then sometimes I feel like I'm so oblivious to things.
But I think it's also when we want to believe something is true, we even more so like convince ourselves that it's true.
I think that's what it was. I wanted it so badly and I didn't realize.
No, for sure. And I'm trying to think if I ever found myself in a situation like that, but I'm sure like I feel like there are things that
you didn't find yourself on a situation having to explain how dark your nipples are and if your tits sag.
That's crazy. Well, I'll see you on Pornhub. I'll let you know if I find you.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you know, our parents said, be careful what you do on the internet. Be careful who you speak to, and I'm not gonna lie, they were right.
My parents keep saying get a job. I'm trying. Anyways, guys, if you have any story that's similar to that or anything fucked up, write to us so I can feel actually just better about my own life. But yeah.
That's really scary and crazy.
It's actually really scary.
I'm glad you didn't pop your tits out.
Well, I mean, obviously not. You know, I'm saying obviously not. But why am I acting like I didn't remove the pouch? I can't even talk about this anymore. It's like creeping me the fuck out. We need to move the fuck on.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll take this from here.
Yeah.
I'll let you think. I'll let you think for
yourself. So Kim Kardashian recently is getting a lot of hate because she, in an article with her sisters, posted how she has advice for women in business, and it's to get the fuck up and work. And it just seems like everyone is.
You tried.
I'm fucking trying. Does Kim know that I'm trying?
Tits out on Zoom. You're trying. You're trying as hard as you can.
I'm trying. She did a sex tape. I'm almost there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You took her advice.
I'm working.
Okay, Kimmy.
So her advice is to women in business to work, and it just seems like women these days don't want to work. And she's getting so much backlash for it. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard it, I was like, you know what, like fucking true. Like it's I guess for me, I don't come from a place where I'm like envious of somebody who for whatever reason is successful, whether they came from money, whether they didn't. I don't feel like I have that like anger towards anyone who for whatever reason why they're successful. I'm normally like I can see, and I don't even know her, and I know that she works like a dog. Yeah. You know, like you just know. I mean, there's so many people who've had reality TV shows and have kind of flopped. Like there's a reason they're still successful. There's a reason they're still fucking like up in the charts, you know, they're doing something right. Yes, did they have help? Absolutely. Did they have, you know, a lot of resources? Were they born into a house that was already like, you know, rich? Yeah. Yes, but I don't find there's anything wrong with what she said.
I don't. So I think when I first saw it, I was like, yes, bitch. Like, I'm here agreeing. And then I'm seeing the whole internet is like bashing her and like, it's just so wrong, like blah, blah, blah. But I was like, no, like I actually agree. And the reason I agree is because, first of all, I don't think she's like, a lot of people were arguing like it's not that easy, like we're working minimum wage jobs to make nothing, to live in poverty. And I'm like, that's not what she's saying though. And like, she's not talking to you also. Yeah. Like she's talking about people that want to have successful businesses but are waiting for the world to make it happen for them, which is not going to happen. That's who she's talking to. She's not talking to the people that are struggling their asses off, that have 6 jobs, that are actually working hard. She's talking to the people that are sitting around, like a lot of women that I know.
Yeah.
Wait around, wait for something to happen for them, wait for people to help them, wait for this, wait for that. And you gotta work. If you want something to be successful, you have to work. And it doesn't matter with what kickstart you're starting with. If you want something, you can have it. You just need to work for it. So sure, maybe coming from her, people are not going to like that because she had all this help, because she had all this. And like you said, people have this like anger towards people that are successful.
And I think that's
that boost.
Yes. Like
they always try to discredit you.
Yes. They always try to discredit your work or like what you've made of yourself, because it's like, oh, well, they've only made it there because they're successful.
Yeah.
You know how many people are successful that do nothing with their lives and they didn't make a multi-billion-dollar industry?
Like there's a lot of people that come from rich families that don't do shit.
Exactly.
And just like there's a lot of people that come from poor families who make it. But I don't think she's saying, if you want to be me, just work harder.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what people think she's saying, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with her. I think she's talking from a business perspective of, if you want something, go and work for it.
Yeah.
Because people are getting into this lazy mood. I can guarantee you 50% of the people I know want to be rich but don't want to work for it. So you can't have that mindset. I think that's who she's speaking to. I think it's the people who want to sit and just be rich for no reason.
Yeah.
Or the people that want to start a business but are not putting their all into it. Like, so I was really actually shook that everybody was taking it so badly.
It actually like annoyed me, because I'm like, I feel like it's the people, everyone who's feeling annoyed by it are mostly people who, you know, I don't know. I really can't explain it. It's like all these articles are coming out about these girls that are just like, you know, like, I'm trying to raise a family, or I'm trying to do this. Like, I feel for you. And you know, like, yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
But like, nobody's talking to you.
But like, yeah, like, why does everyone feel like it's an attack towards them when it's not?
That's what I find so crazy. People are acting as if she personally came out to somebody who works 3 jobs, is a single mom, and said, work harder. Like, that's obviously not what she's saying.
Yeah.
And I think I've realized, like, there's this whole wave where I think when like the celebrities that were, I guess, 20 years ago, or even 10 years, let's say 10 years ago. 10 years ago, celebrities were like really looked up to, and people wanted to be them. People aspired to be like them. And I think now, there's more hate towards celebrities than positivity, because I think now the news runs off hate. And obviously the news has only gotten bigger with the media and everything. So you can imagine like the amount of hate has just been like times a million. And I think celebrities are now there to be hated on. Like, everyone feels like they have a say to criticize who's dating, why they're saying this, how they're saying this, they're saying it wrong. It's wrong for you to say this. It's wrong for you not to say this. And it's just like, and I think a lot of it stems from just like, you don't have what they have. But like you said, I don't feel that.
Like, when I hear her saying that, I'm not like, oh, well, I'm not where she is because I didn't have what she had. Like, at all. If anything, it's like, okay, like, she's more personable. She's like, if you want something, fucking go after it. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I really don't get it.
I totally agree with you. I think I agree with some people on the points they bring up of why it's tone deaf for her to say it, and why specifically coming from her. Like, yes.
Like, if it were to be coming from somebody who didn't make it,
yeah,
everyone would be okay with them saying it. But because it's coming from her, but it's like, fuck off. You're also discrediting her work. She's not allowed to have opinion. She's not allowed to have a say because she is successful. Like, what, just because she came from a richer family, her point can't be said? It's so fucked up.
I find it funny because there's like this flow. So it's like, when you're small, nobody gives a fuck about you. And then once you start getting attention, everyone wants to come and support you. And then when you get too much attention to where everybody feels like, okay, well, she's not that good. Okay, well, she's not that smart.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's not, once you hit that point, then everybody comes back and starts unsupporting you all over again.
It's so crazy. I'm literally just reading a bit of the comments, and I'm like, imagine being her, like, oh, what do you do, Kim, all day? You do photo shoots, or like, only made it because of your sex tape. It's just like, people are so disgusting, and it's like, you're just jealous.
Yeah.
You're literally just jealous.
I think another thing, like, just going on that same note, like, for TikTok, you know how like all those young kids like blew up, Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, all those people really blew up really quickly on TikTok. Young girls, like they were like 16 when they got like millions of followers. And now like these girls literally don't use TikTok anymore because all their comments would be like, if you would ever look at the TikToks they post, it's why the fuck is she famous? She's not even pretty. Shouldn't be famous. What a waste of a celebrity. Not even a celebrity.
But they were all the same people that were supporting them at the beginning.
Exactly. And they just like, they were the people that made her famous. And now that she got too famous for their liking, now they're all turning against her. Like literally somebody just the other day, like I saw one of the girls, I think it was Dixie D'Amelio, posted a TikTok and they were like, oh, like she never posts anymore. And people were like in the comments like, yeah, because she got bullied off this app. Like, because people are legit bullying her for being successful because you guys made her successful. And I find that crazy. Like, we're in such like an open-minded generation, open-minded this, but yet when you have too much of something, everybody wants to discredit you of like, why you just got lucky, why it's like
I even want to touch upon that. Like a lot of people are saying like, yeah, she made it to where she was because it's luck. Do you believe in that? Do you believe that things happen because of luck? I truly believe like everything happens because it's supposed to happen. And like one way or another, Kim was supposed to be Kim Kardashian. Like, I don't think it was really luck. Is that weird? Like, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think...
I
think that just has to go with me thinking, like, everything happens for a reason.
Yes, but, like, you're born into, like, a wealthy family that's well-connected. You're in the center of the entertainment industry. That is, like, being better off than 99% of the world. Like, already you're starting off on, like, a way higher note. I get that.
Yes.
And where the only thing where I see the difference is, like, yes, you can have these advantages or you can have this luck, okay?
But there's
it's
still
what you
the
do
same
with
24 hours in a day.
It's what you do with it. And sure, you can grow up in a family or your sex tape can make you go viral. But how many people have had viral sex tapes, have gone viral overnight, have done all these things and then disappeared a year later because they didn't do anything with it? But these girls have consistently kept themselves in the media, kept doing what they need to do and working at it and growing and growing and growing. So maybe the beginning is luck. Maybe the beginning was being in the right place, being born in the right family, having the right kickstart. But it's what you do with that. And at the end of the day, those kickstarters can only get you so far. And that's what kills me is like they're also like shitting on Kendall, you know, like, oh, she's only a model because this. Yeah. And like she made a point of, you know, how when Kendall first started, she really wanted to make a point of not using her family connections. But then everybody was hating on like, yeah, but like Chris got her the best photographer in the game. But I'm like,
they're always going to
find... At the end of the day, like, come on. Like, why do you have to discredit everything that somebody
I feel like
gets?
the people who always discredit are the people who just never even tried. And that's why they're just like envious for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Another thing, like just to bring it back to us, when we posted that TikTok about you getting on bar stools and stuff, people were commenting like, there's no way they just picked you. Like you for sure submitted yourself and stuff like that. And I'm just like, even if, why do you care so much to try and discredit like the achievement? Like we're just excited about something. We're talking about something. Like, why are you trying to make it negative? Like, oh, you could have never got this on your own. Like people always feel the need to say like, you could have never got this on your own. There had to be some other thing involved. Like, no. Yeah. And even if, so what? Like, that's my thing. It's like, even if somebody had this head start, even if somebody had this luck, like, why is, okay, so they're successful.
I know. And I remember we were together and Veronica's like, I'm so mad for you that they're saying that. I'm like, who cares? Just ignore it. And she's like, no, we're going to answer. Like, I want them to know, like, you did not know that they were going to post you. And I'm like, I know that, you know that, it doesn't matter. But it's annoying for sure. I can't imagine when people want to discredit every single thing. Yeah. It's like you always feel like you have to defend yourself, and I don't know. It's just annoying.
Just so
it's annoying.
Weird. And full circle, I do agree. Like I think there's a fucking lot of lazy girls and a lot of people who are not willing to do the work. And like if you want to be successful, you gotta work. That's it. Get your fucking ass up and work.
Yeah. That's for men, women, for anyone.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it doesn't matter who it's coming from. Like the thing still stands. Like what she's saying still stands. And if anything, don't you want it to be coming from somebody who's successful?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my point of view on that. But it really makes me angry when people I just see it with everything, you know, podcasts, you know, everybody that just like makes it big at some points, like everybody turns on them and starts telling them like, why they, she was an escort before she was, it's like, what the fuck?
I know.
It's actually crazy. Like, people always
like,
try
let
to find...
people live their lives and stop, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just like antagonizing people. Like, it's just so disgusting.
I think what is
I
crazy
think it's because we're super, like, also like woman empowerment. Like, we believe that like anybody could achieve anything. You know, we work fucking, and especially when you come from somebody who's working super hard on something, you can appreciate somebody else who's doing the same thing, and you also want those people in your life that you can look up to. So if you're gonna tear down the people who are at the top of the pyramid, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
And that's exactly it. I think the people that are hating are the people that feel like they can't achieve it. But you already lost if you are really believing that you can't achieve something.
Yeah.
Because you
feel so deeply that you can't achieve it, that you feel the need to go for Kim Kardashian. Because if you actually felt like you can make it like us, we're not going after Kim Kardashian. We don't care.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, wow, inspiring. Like, if Kim's saying that, like, it's, I don't know, it's inspiring. I don't know. It's fucked up.
I just don't understand this, like, idea of tearing people down and hating on people. And I've just seen it happen with so many people, and even just like small creators that I've followed, like on TikTok. I watch them grow from like really small to bigger and bigger, and I start seeing how like people will eventually turn on them, and people will like pick on them, because obviously the wider your audience, you know, the more voices you're getting and the more opinions you're getting. But I'm just like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy that so many people have just these strong opinions about people they never met, and will just do anything to discredit you and your achievements. And I don't want to be feminism, like, girl, like I always am, but I definitely think that there's a big part of it comes from, you know, on women. Like, when it's women that are successful, it's like, oh, well, you're you know, like, you always see these girls, they post their cards, like, that's daddy's money, you know, daddy paid for that for you, or like, which rich guy are you dating? And it's just like, everything is always trying, like, you know, being discredited, I feel. And I feel like women do that to women. Yeah. And men do that to women. Yeah. You know? I don't see people going after guys. I don't see people going after successful guys saying, you would have never made it unless you did that. I've never seen that. I've always seen it tearing down girls. Yeah. You agree? When's the last time you saw a famous guy getting torn down for why he made it big?
Yeah. Never. Well, I guess we have a lot of work to do in this society.
I don't have enough like energy to my body to put anger towards people that I don't know. Like, never in my life have I ever looked at somebody and been like, well, I have strong opinions about this. You know what I mean?
Even if don't know them or know them, I just don't think like it matters.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just,
I don't know. I just think people will always try to like victimize themselves against what people are saying, and like we'll try to spin it as if like this person is talking to them and it's personal, but it's not personal. It's literally not personal. It's literally straight up. If you can't listen to what she's saying, and she's saying work, and you're finding a way to find a reason why it's what she's saying is wrong and why it's not good, like, just work.
And everyone says it, but she says it. I'm
still in bed at 10.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're still in bed at 10, but then you go to bed at 3. So it's like the hours balance itself out. 100%. It's fine. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for validating me and my work schedule.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's another thing, is like people are like, if you don't wake up at 4 a.m. and get grinding, then you're never going to make it. And you need to be up before everybody, and you need to like lose sleep in order to become successful. And it's like, some people are just not morning people, you know, like, why can't I wake up at 10 and do the same amount of hours and go to bed at 3 if that works better for me?
But also,
do you know what I mean?
100%. And I don't agree with this whole like aggressive business hustler, like, you know, like those business hustler Instagrams. I feel like that's where all that shit comes from, where they're like, you need to wake up at 6 every day and work 12 hours. It's like, what? Like, that's not healthy. Like, what? Like, I get it. Yes, I want to work hard for what I want, but I'm also like, stop making these unreal expectations. Like, bitch, I'm fucking sure you don't wake up at 6 every single day and work Monday to literally Sunday and work 12 hours a day. Like, no, you know, like, that's also, it's stupid to preach shit like that. I don't agree with it. I think like, work hard to your means, and don't try to overdo yourself, and don't try to break yourself in the process, because then what? Then you're successful, you're fucking sleep deprived, zero mental health.
That's like, it depends. I don't know.
I just think it's really toxic to tell people like you're not working hard enough because you're sleeping
Oh,
in.
yeah,
and
for
you're
sure.
not working 7 days a week and you're not like you have free time. Like, no, I think people deserve to have free time. I think people are allowed to sleep 8 hours a night. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, like it's at a point it's like, hey,
Yeah.
it's a bit much there.
And I think that's why sometimes people feel like they can't make their dreams because they're just like, oh, well, am I only going to make it if I literally sleep 1 hour a week? You know? So, yeah, it's like unrealistic goals too.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Well, any last words?
Get up and work, bitch.
I think my last words are just like focus on yourself. Stop worrying so much about what people are doing, people are saying.
Calm down. They're going to unsubscribe from our podcast. We're about to lose a listener. Care only about what we're doing in our lives and what we think and our opinions, but nobody else.
I don't know.
No, but I agree. Don't waste energy hating or having strong opinions.
I promise you what you're not getting in life if you're spending time hating and it's your goals happening for you. Like your dreams, you're manifesting, all these things are never going to happen for you if you're so busy fixated on somebody else's life.
Yeah.
It's just never going to be a thing. God or whatever you believe in is not going to repay you for one, bullying, two, putting your energy on anything other than the work you should be doing to get to where you want to get to. So, yeah.
And also, like, the same thing goes how I always say, like, you know, just because somebody else is pretty doesn't mean, like, you can't be pretty also. Like, it doesn't take away from your own beauty. I think the same thing goes with success. Like, people want to tear down, like, other people because they're more successful as if there's, like, a limited amount of people that can be successful. Like, there's room. Don't worry.
Yeah.
There's a space for you if you want it, but I don't think you're going to get it because you're spending all your time hating.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts. Cheers.
Cheers, Kim K, if you're watching this.
Cheers, Kim. If you want to repost this video, we actually just speak about how we love you so much and that we are your biggest supporters. You're like, calm down there.
Bit of a stretch, but yep.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or disagreed with the whole Kim thing, then it's not the first time we go head to head with somebody. So come at us.
Yep. And guys, if there's a lesson to take away from today, it's don't do a bikini Zoom call.
Are you discrediting my work? You just gave a whole speech on that.
I might be. I'm going to be honest.
Listen, I woke up at 7 a.m. I put my makeup on. I did all that shit. And now you're just going to discredit it? Honestly, don't practice what you preach. Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you.
See you next time.